So welcome everybody to this latest video on 162 Maths, and in this video we'll be going over a quick topic test with a collection of some GCSE exam style questions on quadratics at foundation level. Now a copy of the questions for you to have an attempt at before watching through this video is available for you to download by clicking on the link in the description below, which I strongly recommend you do to see how much understanding you have on this topic. Now it's worth mentioning before we get started on this test that there is no indication about whether these questions would appear on a calculator or non-calculator paper, so we'll just assume that it's non-calculator unless we desperately need to use our calculator, and also that there's no time frame given, although there's only 3 questions, so it shouldn't really take that long. Let's have a look at question 1. So question 1 says that a field is rectangular in shape, the lengths are given in meters, and it says find an expression for the perimeter of this field. Now obviously because it's a rectangle you only really need to know 2 sides, so all we need to do is just label the other 2 sides, and then to work out the perimeter, so we start P and then we just got to add all the sides up. So if you start in this corner and go in this direction, we've got 2x plus 4 plus 4x minus 3 plus 2x plus 4 plus 4x minus 3. So combining all the x's together, we end up with 12x, so P equals 12x, and then adding the numbers, so that's going to be positive 1, it's going to be plus 2, and that's in meters. So then moving on to 1b, it says take an expression for the area of the field. Well, for the area of the field I need to multiply those 2 sides together, so option 2 is definitely going to correct answer. And then looking at option 3 and 4, clearly they've just been expanded, so if one of the correct answers is 2x plus 4, 4x minus 3, if I just quickly expand that out, so I get 8x squared, well I kind of already know then which is going to be the correct one, so it's going to be 8x squared minus 6x plus 16x minus 12, and that simplifies to give me the third option. With question 2, it says that a playground is rectangular in shape. An expression is given for the area of the playground in meters squared. Find an expression for the perimeter of the playground. Now for this one's quite a tricky question, but what we need to do is basically factorize this expression. So we need to factorize x squared plus 7x minus 18, in which when we factorize we get x, and it's going to be plus 9x minus 2. Now, I would probably opt for this side being x plus 9 and this side being x minus 2. So that's going to be x minus 2 and that's going to be x plus 9. Then the perimeter is going to be 2 sets of each side. So 2x minus 2 plus x plus 9 plus x minus 2. And then simplifying all of that, combining all the x's together, I get 4x and I get plus 14. And there is my final answer, and that is in meter squared, or actually it's the area, oh no, the perimeter, so that's going to be meters. Then for B it says given that x equals 11, find the value of the perimeter of the area of the playground. Well, if x equals 11, it's going to be, well, x minus 2 is going to be 9, and x plus 9 is going to be 11 plus 9, which is 20. So it's going to be 20 times 9, which is 180, and that there is my final answer, and that's in meter squared. Then moving on to our last set of questions, we've says we're rearranging the formulae, so it says make x the subject. So again, what we want to do is get all our x's all onto one side. So I've got 4x plus ax equals 8y minus 12, taking the 12 over to the other side as well. So then from this, what I then want to do is factorize this. So I've got x, 4 plus a equals 8y minus 12, and then we'll take this bracket over to the side by dividing. So x equals 8y minus 12 over 4 plus a. It then says hence or otherwise, given that a equals 2, y equals 10, find the value of x. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use x equals 8y minus 12 over 4 plus a, and I'm going to substitute these numbers in. So I've got 8 times y, which is 80, minus 12, all divided by 4 plus a, so that's 4 plus 2. So that then becomes and that's going to be 68 divided by 6, and 68 divided by 6 is going to give me an answer of 34/3, which is 11/3. And another way of doing that is to basically do 34 divided by 3, and then we can then mix that in. So that's going to be 11 and 1/3, and that's how we get the answer if it was on a non-calculator paper.